What's up, SICE Life fam? It's your boy Young.
I'm Lee.
And we are back today with another video recorded live from China. Yeah. So we made it back to China, and we have been through a little bit. We feel like we got a couple stories to tell, so we're gonna start this little story time thing going. So if you guys seen our last video and know about everything that happened to us in Seoul, South Korea, then you know it was a long trip. So with all that being said, the story starts here.
We got our stuff though.
We got our stuff, and I ended up being the first person on the plane. So after that whole week of like not getting the passport, stressful getting the passport visa, I ended up being the first person on the plane. So that was crazy, right? That was just like, yo.
The timing was crazy.
Like, and we made everything, like everything to get to the terminal was like on point. Like literally the second we got there, they opened up the line. Like if we had missed that train before, or we had got off at the wrong stop or anything, like we would have been a little bit late.
Yeah.
But that's right.
Like everything matched up. It was crazy.
Yeah, and the plane wasn't packed. But anyways, here we go, story time. So, craziest plane trip we ever been on together. So we get on the plane, we're excited, you know what I'm saying? First person on the plane, first person on the plane, hey, don't nobody even know. Going, find our seats, you know, 49J, 49J. And then we get to 49J and we see it's the exit seat.
And we like, oh no, we ain't trying to sit there.
The joint with the door, you know what I'm saying? And we was like, oh no, and the lady knew we didn't want to sit there. She was like, okay, you know, sit right here, these seats are free. So we figured, oh, it must not be a packed plane, you know, not that many people coming from Seoul going to Dalian.
Yeah.
So yeah, so she was like, sit right there. So we're like, okay, cool. So we sit right there, and what you wanted to say? You wanted to sit on the other side.
Yeah, I wanted to sit on the other side.
She wanted to stretch out because there was so many empty seats. Like I could have had like 3 seats.
It was like half the people on the plane.
Like, she could have had 3 seats.
Yeah.
I could have laid out.
I wanted to stretch my legs out. He could stretch his legs out.
So remember this. I was like, all right, so you want to go over there? All right, go over there then. And she was like, she wanted to go in there. She was like, all right, no, I'm gonna stay right here. So she stayed right there. All right, so first of all, should have known that something was funny when we were supposed to leave at like 10:05 and we were still waiting at 10:25 to leave. Then it started smelling like gas inside the plane. So
I was looking at him, I was like, son, you smell it?
It smelled like gas inside the plane.
That's not good if a plane smells like gas.
On the inside?
Yeah.
So then, it was taking us a minute to take off. So we took off like 30 minutes late. We get up in the air, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, it's all water underneath us.
From
like
Seoul?
Like not even Seoul, like the airport's in Incheon, which is like right on the coast.
Peninsula,
yeah.
Like
so like 50 yards out in the air, you already over the water. And then when you get to Dalian on the peninsula, it's like you go over land and then you come right back down. So the whole trip is over water.
And I don't know if y'all know, but like that's our worst fear is like over water. Like we can swim like shit, but to be over water.
Past this.
To be over water with them sharks.
So we not trying to swim for our life.
And it's cold as shit.
That's like one of our biggest fears, like just having to swim for our life, you know what I'm saying? And then getting eaten by sharks or something like that. Anybody that does know that. So look, we flying on a plane, right? We up, and they got the lights off, it's dark. You know, next thing you know, you get the shaking. Like, whoa, okay, this is a little shaky. You know?
Okay, a little turbulence.
A little shaky. They come on the radio. You're experiencing some turbulence. Please stay in your seats. Keep your seat belts fastened and don't use the lavatory. So we're like, okay. Next thing you know, plane get a little bit more dip into it. It was like
I'm talking about drop like, and then go.
Son, So that's when the dude that was sitting right here, the Chinese man that was sitting right here, he looked at us, I looked at him, and he was just looking at me like, did y'all feel that too? Like,
he probably can't speak English, but you can't lie facial expression.
Just look like it's just a look of concern. He was like this, he was like. Like,
and I was looking around, everybody was like, yeah, is it just me? I'm freaking out right now, like.
Son, then they come back on the announcement. Like every 5 minutes they come on an announcement. Like, the plane will be experiencing turbulence. Please sit in your seat and keep.
They were speaking Chinese.
They were speaking Chinese first, but then they would say it in English.
But when you hear them speaking Chinese, you be like, okay, hurry up and speak.
I know, hurry up and get to English so I can know what you're saying. Yeah. So on top of this, all the lights is off, you know what I'm saying? The whole plane is dark, you know what I'm saying? It's a night flight, everybody quiet. So then, son, I'm trying to tell you, dog, literally the plane dipped. Like the plane was shaking left and right, and then the plane dipped like a roller coaster. Like I was in my seat, and like if my seatbelt wasn't in my seat, like I would have came up off the seat, literally. Like I was bouncing around in my seat, like I had to pull my son. As soon as that joint started happening, we looked at each other. I pulled that joint tiny. We kind of just grabbed hands, and you can see your face. You look scared.
676 to Dalian is now waiting for booking. We would like to invite passenger traveling with the important and passenger who require special assistance to fall now.
Thank you.
We also invite to visit classes.
First one's on the plane. Hello. Hello. 谢谢. Hey, got my arrival card. First one's on the plane. 你好. 49J. 49J. About to go. Dalian. Baby. Hey. Hello. 你好. 49J. Oh. We didn't even take off yet. Leo here asked for water. That's privilege. But look, not only am I on my way to China, I was the first one on the plane. I never even been the first one on the plane. And look what I got to eat. Pizza. I know it don't look pretty, but it's about to taste bomb, son. We got so many tricks and tips we can teach you guys about traveling, man, and what you can do, bringing your own food and getting better seats, all types of stuff, man. Hit us up if you want to. We're down there. Yo, that was so crazy. We literally, like, the plane was shaking, going crazy. Like, I thought we was already dying, dog. Like, not even slicing it. Like, the plane was bouncing, like, up and down and left and right in the air. Like, I had to tighten my seatbelt. Like, we naturally grabbed hands and thought we was going down. It was crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our aircraft will be landing shortly. Please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and keep your mobile phones on airplane mode. Thank you. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing.
I don't like that. I was like, oh nah, I ain't about to die today.
Son, I look back to the lady because the lady, the flight attendant was sitting right here behind us, you know what I'm saying? So I look back to her just to confirm and see, like, in her face, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did she look worried? You know what I'm saying? Or was this normal? You know what I'm saying? So she was just sitting there straight like this, like no emotion, and I'm just looking like, son, either her training was just like this, or she had already accepted her fate, like she already knew, like something was wrong.
And the lights, like the emergency lights on flash.
Son, the exit lights kept flickering on, son. Those green lights up there kept flickering on. And then the yellow lights kept flickering on, son.
Those green, y'all know those green emergency exit lights. We was like, oh snap. And then we was supposed to be in the emergency.
We was gonna be by the door. And then the lady behind us kept picking up the phone, son. They kept calling her, son. She kept picking the phone, the flight attendant. She kept picking up the phone, saying something, and I put that drink back and then like sit down like this, and I'm just like, son, what is going on, dog?
And then I looked back at her, cause she was sitting directly behind me, and I looked back at her, I was like, so she looked like a ghost. It was pitch black in there, but she had a white face.
She said she didn't know that the flight attendant was behind her, so, and didn't know, but you know, with all the lights off.
Yeah.
So when you look back,
when I look back,
and
she
seen
looked
it,
like
you was just like.
she was just sitting there so still with no facial expression or nothing. Y'all know them Asian scary movies. Them things are scary.
That John got to you.
Yeah.
Son, it was just like we literally grabbed hands like this and was looking at each other. And then at that point, I was like, oh, so you wanted to sit over there, right? You wanted to sit over there, right? Yeah, I thought so. Son, this joint started shaking. I mean, like, it was like do-do-do. And this lasted for like 10 minutes. Like,
that joint felt longer.
It lasted for like 10 minutes. Like, the whole turbulence was like 20 minutes.
Because usually from Seoul to Dalian, it's like fast.
It's like shoom, shoom, up, down.
But that took forever.
It was supposed to be an hour flight. It was like an hour 30. And then, but the reason is because it stormed and we didn't know until we landed to Dalian. Because when we came down, like we literally was like over water. And the next thing you know, you could see like going over the land. And the next thing you know, like 3-4 minutes later, you going down. Then we sort of, the ground was wet. So we was like, oh, it rained. So we was probably flying above the storm. But it was just crazy. Like, I mean, I experienced turbulence, you know what I'm saying, before, but it was just like a little shaky. And it was just like, oh, whoa, that's not too stable. But this joint was like, son.
That was scary.
That the plane was dropping. It's just like, for real, like when that happens, it's like, how do you know like a wing or something that's not gonna snap? Like, so, because if, so that's like, how does it even stay, I mean, like, it's getting pushed up and down. Like, that joint can only take but so much.
My thing was when we smelled the gas, that was like a warning for her. And then when the plane was going up, it felt like it was coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like being pushed back. Like those were warning.
Yeah, when we was going up the first time, it was like struggling.
Yeah.
It was like this, and then it was just like.
Right, and then we was taking forever to leave, and I'm like, okay, is there something wrong with the plane? Nobody's telling us, like.
Son, that's not the worst thing I ever heard of, though. Like, they didn't say nothing, they just left late. Like, before, I think we was in Texas. Son, you remember we was in Texas? Was you ever, I think it was a Texas flight, something. We was on a plane, and they literally said, sorry, we're taxiing, we're getting a late start, there's some mechanical problems. And I was like, whoa, what? Whoa.
We might as well just get off.
I'm like, son, did you say mechanical problems, son? We need to get another plane, son. Like, we don't got time for that. Like, we can fix that another time, son. We need everything to be all good.
Like, not on my life,
but,
man.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. I mean, we got there, saying, and then we was just looking at each other. And now I look at that flight experience a whole different.
But we hit that ground, it was wet. And we was like, ooh, I just hope it don't slide. Like, but I was just happy we made it down there. I was like, as long as we hit the ground, we're not hitting the water.
Somebody said she would have been thinking about what she had did, asking the universe, what did I do to deserve this after everything we've been through?
I know, man.
That's funny, so. But anyways, yeah, man, that's just our story. Story time. It's Friday morning, 3 a.m. Thursday night. And
that was like Wednesday night.
Yeah, that was Tuesday night. Tuesday night. So yeah, just go to that story. Keep that living forever.
Yeah.
First time, craziest flight
like
ever.
I was about to die.
Flying over a plane, over a storm
And I
turbulence.
was just thinking, I was like, dang, I didn't even pay attention to the more emergency. You know, they need to do the emergency things. Like,
Yeah. Oh, son, I was thinking the same thing when it happened. I was like, son, at this point, I was like, dog, this is why you need to listen to all the train. I was like, where's the oxygen again? And all I could think about was just like falling down into. I'm like, I'm already prepared. Like, I was already prepared to go down into the water. I'm like, all right, it's about to be cold as shit. We're gonna have to swim. You know what I'm saying? Where's the oxygen? I'm like, as soon as the plane hit down, take the seatbelt off. You know, you gotta be buckled in. So when you make that crash, it's like, all right, I'm safe. Now you gotta get out.
Like, y'all don't know y'all need. Like, you be playing at every little emergency exit.
You got to. You got to. I don't like to lose. Ain't taking no L's. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be prepared for any situation.
He said, where the oxygen is?
With the oxygen, all of that. Little raft.
Like, as many times I've been on a plane, I didn't even think about that shit. Like the emergency exit plane.
It's like we just be sitting there like, all right, yep, come on, let's get to the flight.
Yep,
And then when something real, something really pop off, then the first thing you go to is like, you're like, where's the oxygen? Where's the mask? What I gotta do? Help me. And they probably saying like, no, half y'all not listening.
No.
But anyways, we ain't gonna keep it too long, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man. And expect some more story times coming soon because we got a lot of stories to tell, man. And it's just nice to get these memories off so they can live forever, you know. So see you guys.
We appreciate y'all watching. We love you.
Leave your comment below. Let us know. Let us know what.
If y'all had some scary flight experiences.
Yeah. Let us know about y'all scariest flight experience or your scariest travel experience if you don't have a scary flight experience. Down in the comments below. Alright, and we respond to all those. So thanks for watching, guys. See y'all next video together. Undivided.
Undivided.
Peace.